Hey guys, Mrs. O'Donnell here. Okay, so I got some questions about the delta for this week, setting quadratics equal to 0. So let's take a look at that. It's really important to set your quadratics equal to 0, especially when we're solving, because otherwise you might not be finding zeros, right? In order to use that zero product property, we have to have our equation set equal to 0. So just a quick note, our quadratics are ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, right? That's our standard form. Oh, just a side note, I also see there's this watch help video. So you could also have clicked on that, but that's okay. I'll do a couple. Let's try it. I think sometimes with these kinds of videos, something that happens or when you are with these kinds of problems is when there's a timer, it freaks us out. So you have to remember, hey, the timer is not how I'm being graded. You have to kind of put it out of your mind. Just ignore the timer, okay? I know it says, how is my grade calculated? That is not how your grade is calculated. I grade based off of the completion column, so as long as you get it done. Now, I am checking, is it a reasonable amount of time? Did it take you 10,000 seconds? Did it take you 2.5 seconds, right? I do check that kind of stuff. Is it reasonable? All right, so let's do some problems. So if I'm doing this problem here, 10x plus 12 is equal to negative 2x squared, I'm going to have to solve this to set it equal to 0. And the way that you solve is by using inverse order of operations, right? So I'm actually going to get rid of this negative 2x squared. I want that to become a 0. So I'm going to do the opposite, which is adding 2x squared. That's how I'll make it become 0. If I do it to one side of my equal sign, I have to do it to both. So I'm going to add 2x squared to the other side of my equal sign. So I end up with 2x squared plus 10x plus 12 is equal to 0. And let's see here, 2x squared plus 10x minus 12 minus 10x minus 2x squared plus 10x plus 12. Right there, it's that last one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to give me a new problem. All right, let's see here. I'm going to erase some of this stuff so I can get it out of the way. All right. Now, let's see here. The problem here, it's already set equal to 0, but DeltaMath is saying it does not like that negative leading coefficient, which we will look at problems with a negative leading coefficient. There are times when it's really helpful to see that negative leading coefficient and times when it's not helpful, right? So we've got 3x squared plus 3x plus 168. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could factor out a -1 and then divide both sides by -1, or you could actually, add 3x squared, subtract 3x, subtract 168 from each side. Okay, either way, you're going to end up flipping the sign for all three of your terms, right? So I'm going to have a positive 3x squared plus a negative 3x plus a negative 168. And that's all set equal to 0. I also know when my 0 is on the left-hand side, okay, I can just rewrite my equation, 3x squared minus 3x minus 168 with my 0 on the other side. Okay, you're allowed to sort of flip-flop sides of your equation, and it's still true. So let's see here, 3x squared minus 3x minus 168. Looks like it's that one right there. I'm going to go ahead and click it. Huzzah! Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can knock the rest of these out pretty quick. So as you work, you might start getting more and more comfortable doing this in your head, but until you get comfortable doing it in your head, you really need to be writing everything down, especially because right now in Algebra 1, we're learning a lot of fundamentals. And by the time you get into Algebra 2, there's so many moving parts that if you can't write it down and show all of your work, then you're going to start really struggling. All right, I see I'm actually about out of time for this video. So I'll leave you guys on that note, and good luck. Let me know if you have any other questions.